So we're going to talk about charge and discharge rates in and out of batteries. Okay, so really simple. These are all low voltage batteries. The Uhome and the Green Links are all low voltage batteries. Okay, and the way we connect them means it doesn't matter if you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 or up to 8 batteries. It's always a 50 volt system. Actually, you'll see it go down to about 49 when it's operating and up to 54. But for equations, we talk about these being a 50 volt system. Okay. So we take the Uhome, it's a tiny bit simpler. Uhome has a charge rate of 30 amps and a discharge rate of 30 amps, okay? Really important, amps times volts equals watts. So if we have a 1 battery system here, 30 amps charge and discharge, we have 30 amps times 50 volts equals 1,500 watts or 1.5 kilowatts, okay? So if we have 2 of these batteries, we now have 60 amps. 60 amps times 50 volts, because it's always a 50 volt system, equals 3,000. So theoretically, if we then had 3 of the batteries, it would be 90 times 50, which is 4,500, except after you get to 70 amps, that's the maximum this unit can flow through it. So from 70 amps onwards, which is 3.5 kilowatts, the value, the speed with which you can charge and discharge doesn't change. You can keep adding batteries, but you've now hit your maximum rate. If it did send more through it, the bits inside would melt. Okay, so that's how you hit the maximum of 3.5 kilowatts of charge and discharge according to how many batteries you've got. So 1 battery would be 1.5, and that's how you explain it to a customer what their charge and discharge rates is. So very simply, the AC hybrids are 66 amps charge and discharge. That's on the G98 units. If you go to the bigger units, which are the 5 kilowatts and the 6 kilowatts, it's 80 amps charge and discharge. You're getting 4 kilowatts in and out of the batteries at the maximum level, as long as you've got enough batteries. So as I said, it's a little bit more complicated with these batteries. These have high power density lithium, which means they've got amazing charge and discharge rates, even 1 battery. 1 battery, or each battery, has 40 amps charge, 60 amps discharge. So with 1 battery, 40 amps times 50 volts, you've got 2 kilowatts of charge with just 1 battery. Or if it's discharging, it's 60 amps, so you've got 3 kilowatts. So that means as soon as you've got 2 batteries or more, the gross charge would be 80 charge or 120 discharge. So both of those are way over the peak of this, which is 7 kilowatts. So 2 batteries or more, you're up to the maximum threshold, 3.5 kilowatts. Done.